Are we ready?
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens.
I think these niggas is scared of us. Nigga, only for females. Nigga, against the Blues. Who the fuck are the Bears?
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will finally get him, but not...
I hear him.
He's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Fuck it, ain't no comparison. What the fuck just happened? Hey, yo, what the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck just happened?
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This time Jackson will throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Check safety, check safety. Check 52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Ballage. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run here with Ballage. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Middle.
They'll try and run with Ballage. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Safarian Jenkins has it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run with Dre, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Christian Wilkins coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. 22 yards there, a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Check 50, check 50. Wide, get wide. Undercrush. Jim.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
555. He's coming. We got double up. Let's go. 555. Hey, eat. Here we go. Let's go.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, y'all gotta cut this shit out, bro.
And he's got daylight.
Like, y'all really gotta cut the
race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
And when they do that.
One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
Yeah.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
Damn, he's at 35-3? Up.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Jackson,
I'm trying to fucking
lost the football.
God damn, let me slide.
This when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's taken down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm going back to you. Hey, check five, check five. Watching you five. It's a party now.
Well, I was not
Jackson
trying to
from
do
the
that.
shotgun.
Damn, I
As he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Here's Sam Cook now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Grant.
Yep. Same shit I did last
A
time.
punt of 54 yards, well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times
There we go.
lost 14
Let's stop to the window.
So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round.
My pick.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen.
Oh,
And Rosen has him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Rosen on 1st and 10. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake.
Take the ball out of there, guys. Yeah.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Crabtree has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Balaj. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. On first down, it's Rosen. Got it complete to Crabtree. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
If I ain't give it, I'll be wrong. Give me the phone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Middle.
Here's Rosen. Wilson's got it complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What the fuck
Nick
is going
Perry
on?
picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Taco Charlton, he's the one that drops him this go-around of that pass rush. Getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
This nigga get an instant block shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing is Jackson. And an alley to run. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's some bullshit. These trash-ass niggas be fucking let this bullshit happen. Madden on my goddamn nerves.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles.
We are better than this.
That one good for 15 and a Raven first down.
Fuck with us.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Anyway. Russell. 55, mark out, 55.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Why?
And that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What the fuck is going on?
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30.
I can't jump that wide. That's not what is going on. That is not what I just said.
Jakeem Grant,
That is not what I just
81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
What is going on?
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
They better not fucking have it. He should have been dusting this nigga the whole fucking time.
Way down to the 28
I don't know why y'all keep letting these sorry ass niggas out, man. Fuck wrong with
One
this game.
quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We gonna catch it.
Going down the middle.
You gonna have to fucking show us. You gonna have to fucking show us.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nah, nigga.
Now the Dolphins gonna burn the first of their timeouts.
I'm calling timeout.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm gonna do another bit try. Okay, who we want to run? Should I put that football on his eye? Come on, man. We gotta lie down for 2 possessions. Let's score at each position. He will get the... Oh, my goodness. I can't believe this shit. We gonna hit the hole.
Here with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense.
Oh, good pickup.
But they've been flat from the get-go.
You got 2
That's
possessions.
always a coach's fear.
We
Okay,
need
you
2
earn
stops.
the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
We need to stop this shit right now, right here. I'm tired of this shit. Let's do what we do.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's checking. Hey, alert.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, the fucking ball, man!
Escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Oh, my goodness. No, the ball, bro. I don't know what it is.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 3rd down, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, check.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They don't give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I'm so sorry. Every time I see something, I know what that's what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. Every time I see any heavy formation, I'm fucking niggas up in this
Back. Switch. Check 4, check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now McPhee. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Watch the end. Check safety. Check 52. Switch.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, watch if I would have bombed it. Them niggas would have got a zip speed and went over there. Okay.
Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, he went from stumbling.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And here he's got Graham. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen.
I'll take it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you...
Streaming.